endearing mother just served us nachos. Oh, or perhaps you learned it a different way? Well, no matter. What matters is that you know who we are. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. We are all pieces of a system, all unique and beautiful, mysterious pieces of the same system. Physics and astronomy have allowed us to understand that our solar system is formed from a complex network of interactions, forces, competing and congealing and reacting with one another until eventually settling into the semi-stable equilibrium you all observed through pictures and three-dimensional models in your elementary science class. These forces tell us a story about all of us. A story without a definite ending, but with clear characters and purpose. A metaphorical story. No, this is not a story about gaseous bodies and frozen rocks, shimmering rings. This is a story about what each of these planetary bodies can reveal to us about ourselves. From the moments humans first observed glowing embers in the night sky, we have attached meaning to them. Through myths and metaphors, hopes and fears, our species has imbued the night sky with ideas beyond the concrete composition of the objects we see. And that is the story we will share with you tonight. Each of these planets will explore something about ourselves, reflect back a bit of the light we have given to it. You may notice that there is no sun at the center of these 8 orbits.
Sorry I'm late. Hi? Hello? Howdy?
This, of course, is Pluto.
Oh, hey.
Unfortunately for him, he has been reclassified as a minor body in our system. He is still valued and important, but nonetheless, no longer a planet.
But...
I'm sorry, but we just do not have time to tell your story. We had to make the distinction somewhere. You don't see any moons amongst us. And the asteroid belt is conspicuously absent. Not to mention your distant neighbor, the mysterious Planet X. Every concept must find its limit somewhere, and you, I am sorry to say, no longer fall within the roster of planets.
I know that. I was just hoping that maybe there might be time for me.
I wish there was, but it's not in the stars.
Can I at least watch? From here?
Of course. Thank you. Believe me, I share your sympathy, but definitions are rigid things, and this, after all, is an exploration of planets. Oh, I hope you don't feel too badly for him. He may be the furthest away from our sun, but he is that much closer to the next star over. As I was saying, you may notice that there is no sun at the center of these 8 orbits. There is a particular reason for this. This is an exploration of our system, and that our includes all of you. One amongst you, our audience, will serve as the sun for the evening. Oh, try not to overthink that phrasing. Let's see. 16. Ashley Hawes, you are now our sun. You will please follow me. What a lovely sun she is. As the sun, you get to shine your light on all of us. and in turn reveal the details of our story. And since there is no time like the present to begin our journey, I ask you to please emit your light in the direction of the planet nearest the sun, Mercury. Mrs. Sun, let your light shine. Mercury.
Scared driver, hashtag fun times with dad, hashtag don't want to grow up, hashtag no man pay others to drive for them.
Real man?
We're out here to teach you. Is it so hard to focus on one task?
I don't want to be out here. I don't want to learn to drive yet. None of my friends drive yet anyway.
You're out here because it is time. You're out here so that I can get my freedom back.
Freedom? You should have thought about that last November when you voted for—
Not the time, Dad.
Hashtag voting is for suckers.
Put it in front. I don't understand. Here we are trying to teach you an important skill for making your way into the world, and you show no interest. Don't you want to go places after school? Speed down the highway? Take a girl to the movies?
That's what Netflix is for.
You can't get the smell of popcorn and celluloid from Netflix.
I'm pretty sure there's a scented candle for that.
What about fountain drinks?
No one drinks soda anymore.
Large boxes of candy?
Grocery store checkout aisle.
I know something you can't
Not
get—
the time, Dad.
Hashtag too far.
Enough. Here, put it in drive. Let's make it right out of this parking lot.
No biggie. I got this. I beat all the hardest time deliveries in GTA without missing a single.
I said right!
Tail fins. Tail fins and cherry red tail lights. Tail fins and cherry red tail lights and white wall tires. And freedom. Behind the wheel of that shining hunk of metal containing a roaring engine, I was free. I would hop in and just drive. It didn't matter where I went. People would look. I wouldn't look back. Freedom. There was a spot just off the highway, about a mile past the last gas station in town. 2 trees reaching towards each other, with just enough room to park my car beneath. I would go there alone sometimes, park and lay back on the hood and look up at those 2 trees, the branches slowly wobbling in the wind. I ate 6 burgers underneath those trees once. I thought that it would impress the prettiest blonde in town. I still remember every bite of those burgers. With each one, she became less and less impressed. But that was the move, and I made it. Sometimes you just have to follow a road to see where it goes. And if you were going down a road, it might as well be fast. Though, as I think about it, I can count every single stripe of paint between that gas station and those 2 trees. It's funny how you feel the most free in those moments where everything slows down.
I was going to change the world. From the moment I got that beat-up old truck from my dad, I was going to change the world. I used it to get my first job, hauling newspapers to stands and shops around the city. I saved my weekly pay. I didn't know what for at the time. I even saved some of the tips the shop owners gave me every couple of weeks. I was going to do something with it. Invest in a business. Go to school. Something. Something that would change the world. On nights when I couldn't sleep, I would take out the shoebox from under my bed and count it. 1 bill, 1 coin at a time. I would ask it what I should do with it. There was this 1 quarter. Washington's face half rubbed flat, and a deep rust-colored scar across the tail, and a sharp edge along the bottom. Somehow, this quarter always found its way to the bottom of the box. I always knew I wasn't done counting until I counted that. I was going to change the world. And this car was collecting my way to do it. Every mile I drove was a mile closer to something. Something. And one night, I finally knew what that something was. I finally knew what the change was for. It's funny how, in moments of clarity, when a new path becomes sharp and edged in your mind, and the course around you becomes so small, and everything slows down.
I wonder if I can take a picture just before that car hits us. That post should go viral in 2 hours. If I could just get my finger to the screen in time. If I could just capture this pose. The funny thing is, when you're capturing a perfect moment in time, it all seems to slow down. Hashtag one-way street.
Now that our journey through the solar system is officially underway, we would like to introduce a bit of variation to the traditional order in which the planets are recited. After all, the planets appear in a variety of positions and relationships to one another in the 3 dimensions of space, and the sun shines on all of them. select from the 6 planets you see here. You have only to direct your gaze and the story will begin. Saturn. There is one planet in our system that boasts a conspicuous amount of elaborate decoration. A child seeing a picture of Saturn for the first time will inevitably be captivated in wonder at its series of flowing rings. Comprised of ice and other debris, they are a spectacle of rotation. Even if one cannot precisely visualize the features of the planet underneath, they can summon up a clear picture of the rings which surround it. Like all great pieces of decoration, the rings capture our eyes and our imaginations.
I was held up at work, and then this guy in a Mercedes was at the gate entrance for the complex on the phone trying to ask someone for the code to the gate. He sat there and wouldn't move. For 5 minutes, he sat there, and
It's okay. It's not a big deal.
It is though. It's been 6 months, and you got these great reservations. And you're wearing that great shirt? Yes, great shirt.
Thank you. 6 months. Kinda cool, huh?
I know. I'm sorry. Let's get going. I just felt so flustered for a moment.
We have plenty of time to make our reservations. Are those new?
What?
Those earrings. New?
Well, yes. I found them in that little shop over in Glenmire Street. What do you think?
Well, what are, sure. You like them?
Well, I bought them. Of course I like them. Is something wrong with them?
No, it's just, turn your head. They're just so shiny and large.
I know. Aren't they interesting? Oh, no. You hate them.
What? No.
You think they're silly. You think they are silly.
They're fine. They're fine.
No, you think they're silly. I thought they were cute and playful.
They're not bad.
I thought they were dangly and playful.
Like cat toys.
I'm sorry. I was just joking around. Just come out. The earrings are fine. Just go to dinner. I've said some things in the past that disrupted the path of a relationship before, but never about earlobe decoration. And usually I meant to cause the damage. Like, when I felt a relationship had run its course, I tossed in a remark about how much their frown lines reminded me of their mother. Or if their voice had always sounded so whiny over the phone. I once asked a woman who is trying to find herself if she knew how to use Google Maps. Not terribly funny, sure. The look on her face was, though. But this was careless and unintentional, I think. 6 months in it, I still like this one. I think.
Shiny and large. Shiny and large. Like cat toys? Cat toys? What? Oh, some way. There has to be some way to make this work. Oh, some way. I just... Cat toys? Oh no.
I was a sweaty mess when we met. Truly a mess. My car had broken down a half mile from my apartment, and I had a trunk full of groceries. Not just dry goods, but an entire grocery trip. Milk, frozen waffles, ground beef, ice cream. More than one. I can admit to two things here. I am a fairly frugal guy, and I was about 30 pounds fatter then. Two excuses, not good reasons why I found myself grabbing the groceries up out of the trunk and heading for my apartment, instead of waiting for a tow truck. It was a humid day. Not particularly hot, but humid in the way it gets just after a heavy rain. So about halfway through my apartment, and I'm already soaking through my shirt in ways that clearly hinted at outlines. I rounded a corner and smashed someone right in the hips with a bag of apples and cookies and cream. Well, 2 cookies and cream. I never asked if she felt the apples or the ice cream.
How do I make this work? How do I make this work? Okay. Makeup. Okay. Maybe this side needs to be just a little higher. There. A little here. Yeah. And then if I just and then some lipstick. Yeah. This is working. It is working. Yes. Okay. And then just up there. And over here. And then just a highlight. Yes. Oh, eyeliner. Fixes everything. I just wing. More. Make it even. Yeah. Definitely even. Okay. And then mascara.
tiny variation, one minute change in the force at work, and everything could fall out of orbit. Or into orbit, for that matter. We do and say these things like they create some kind of shell, some kind of spiraling glitter that hides the fragility, the simplicity underneath. We ring ourselves with these shimmering little specks in hopes they hide how ordinary we are. The problem is that sometimes the things we do and say make ourselves seem not so ordinary. Completely shatter our spiraling shells of glitter. We go through so much to hide ourselves.
We do so much to cover it all up.
When all we really have to do is say, it's enough.
I know my ears are too big.
What?
I know that my ears are too big. Last weekend, at dinner, you kept looking at them with this little smile on your face, like it was some joke, some great big joke, like you'd never seen.
I wasn't staring at your ears.
You were. I saw it. That's what all this is for. And the earrings, I was trying to make them look smaller, and then you made fun of them. And then this.
An idiot who makes stupid jokes with impeccably awkward timing. It always goes this way. I always seem to spin it, spiraling out of control without even realizing it. Oh,
No, not till you admit you're making fun of my ears.
I wasn't. I didn't know what to say, so I make jokes. I like your ears. I wasn't staring at them that night. It's just... I noticed this tiny mole you have on your left earlobe. That's what I was staring at. I couldn't believe it took that long to notice it, and I think that it's cute. And that I was ridiculous for not noticing it beforehand. I was an idiot because I couldn't think of any way to tell you that.
But this, it's all so...
You. All I want is you. Not the shell, the glitter, the rings. Only you.
Not the stupid jokes. Only you.
Everyone is waiting for their chance to sparkle in the spotlight, and planets are no exception. Mrs. Sun, shine on. Jupiter! giant because it is formed by huge quantities of hydrogen and helium and other gases. The myriad forces at play in the early days of our solar system condense these gases into the mixture we observe. And it is gravity that holds them together despite the massive rapid rotation. A gigantic storm visibly swirls through the gases. If nothing else, Jupiter is a reminder that even normally invisible and non-obstructive particles like gas can become imposing when drawn together in the same space.
We don't like to be alone. 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 We don't like to be alone.
In fact, we are scared of it.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I know.
Large objects are safer than small ones, like groups,
Or mountains.
or blue whales.
Or your mother's butt.
Hey!
Sorry.
The more of us there are, the safer we are. That's because more is larger than one.
The problem is that we have to stay together.
Gravity is inflexible. The more mass an object has, the more gravity it produces.
A group has gravity just the same. So, if I want to move this way, cannot get very far.
And when I want to move this way, I barely see the move. To get anywhere together, we have to
Agree. Gravity is a cruel master. It pulls things towards the center.
like raindrops, or tree branches.
Or avalanches. Or your mother's butt.
But we can move if we work together and agree. For instance, if I want to move this way, I can ask.
And we agree.
And we can move over here.
Or if I want to hop over here,
And we agree.
we can hop over here. That was fun.
It really is quite manageable,
Except when it's not.
but mostly it is.
Except when it's not.
We weren't always together.
True.
We used to not be a we.
What were we before we?
I forget.
I remember. But I'm not saying.
We used to follow our own path, drift down our own stream.
Spin to our own rhythm.
Rhythm. But it's scary out here alone.
Things happen.
Choices happen. Weighty decisions with heavy consequences,
Like history.
or belief.
Or your mother's butt.
We could live without a we for a while,
Until.
until the storm! It's his fault!
His fault! We wouldn't need a we if there wasn't an e.
Oh, come on! What's a storm between phrase? Lightning up! You know, the thing about a swirling cyclone is you don't want to let it cloud your judgment. Well, come on. I'm not all that bad. Stop putting such a negative spin on the situation.
Don't encourage him. But he's funny.
Oh, she likes me. That's a nice twist.
This is why we stay together.
This is why we don't like to be alone.
The storm always comes around. And it's scary.
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 But sometimes funny.
It's less scary the bigger you are,
The more mass you have.
the safer you can be.
So I guess that's why instead of an I, it's preferable to be a we.
Sunspot.
Get it? Like a sunspot? Huh?
Neptune. To say that the sun is the source of almost all of the energy passing through our solar system would be a generally true statement. However, it is also true that processes and reactions within the planets themselves produce energy on a smaller scale. Strange as it may seem, the planet that is the furthest away from the sun's radiation is not the coldest. Something is happening beneath the surface of Neptune, which causes it to emit over 2.5 times as much energy as ever reaches it from the sun. This self-generated energy provides surface temperatures higher than the sun could ever give it, and winds that are the fastest among our solar system. Neptune produces its own energy.
Shh. Just keep it down. Just a moment. This won't take long. I just want to tell you that.
You know those outer line planets. And as the dawn must follow the night, so must Mrs. Sun select the next story to be told. Uranus! Models of the solar system as children, we come to think of the planets as being arranged in a straight line with the sun and following neat orbits while rotating in the same direction. This, of course, is not the actual case, but rather a useful construct for teaching the basic facts about the planets, an example of teaching a child to walk before they can run. In fact, there is a great variation among the planets in the shape and direction of their orbit, the manner of their spin, and the angle at which their axis tilts. No planet gives a more profound example of this than Uranus. The axis at which Uranus rotates is so severely tilted as to be nearly parallel to the rough plane traveled by the rest of the planets around the sun. It looks at the universe from a markedly different perspective. And perhaps it is this tilted perspective that makes all the difference.
TPK2A, sent. TPK2A, done. TPQ3P, sent. TPQ3P, done. TKS8J, sent. TKS8J, done.
What is going on with him?
I have no idea. He's slowing us down, though. Seems bored lately.
Who gets bored with data entry?
I'm not going to take the blame this time. Not this time.
What is this? TBG3D? DRD5N? FRGUN77E? H9L? This is a mess! An absolute mess!
Oh my God, it's all over the place! It's all over the place! It's all a jumble! I'm not fixing it! Not this time! I am done covering for this data.
Take a breath.
He's burning my microchips. Boring? It's his job. Why can't he just do his job?
You've got a point there. Why can't you do your job?
Do your job.
Clean this up. I'm not staying late to fix your mess.
It's my last batch. Do you have to see my shrink
Great team. Great game. Great game. You okay, dude? You feeling sick or something? I don't know. Oh, give us a kick off. What's number 72? He's run 2 to the house already this year. Here it comes. Crap. Crap, oh crap, oh crap. No. No. No, 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 no. What were the Gigas trying to do him? Hit him! Hit him! Ah! Dude! What is the matter with you? Why are you crying?
Just boring.
Boring? Playoffs! The playoffs! This is for everything! Everything! I'm gonna smash the flat screen! Wait! It's my dad's. You're right.
Sir, please straighten your head. Please hold your head straight up. Sir, I saw you walk in with your head in a normal position. I know you can do it. This is for your official government ID. Please hold your head upright. Whatever. It's not teenagers wanting to meet among the camera to weirdos like this.
super treat with
Mommy's Cocoa Meats! Yay!
How was work today, dear?
Boring.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Was the data entry tough again today?
No, not especially.
I was wondering because you said you had been feeling overwhelmed at the office lately. Does Daddy hate his job? Oh, no, baby. Daddy loves his job. Daddy's job puts food on the table. He's just going through a tough time. I'll make it through okay. Did you talk to your boss about it? Maybe he can give you a new assignment, something fresh. Are you still upset about the game last weekend? I was talking to Patricia, and she said that Dan was a mess yesterday.
It was the playoffs.
Exactly. I know how important the playoffs are to you boys.
Is Daddy depressed?
No, sweetie. He just doesn't like to see his team lose. One day, you'll find your own team to root for, and you'll understand how hard it is when they lose a playoff game. Is something wrong with the meatloaf, dear?
No, it's just unappealing.
Does it need salt?
No. I don't know. It just seems so bland.
Bland? I'm sorry. In 12 years of marriage, you've never told me my meatloaf is bland.
It's good, Daddy.
Yeah, Mommy's meatloaf is the best.
Yeah.
No kids? It's okay. Daddy just has no appetite tonight. Isn't that right, dear? Daddy just doesn't like Mommy's meatloaf anymore. It's okay. Sometimes people's tastes change and we have to. But Daddy, you love Mommy's meatloaf, right? You love Mommy's meatloaf. No. I guess Mommy's meatloaf is just not what Daddy wants anymore. Mommy has to accept that.
Daddy, no! Eat Mommy's meatloaf, Daddy, please!
No! And he doesn't want it. He doesn't have to have it. It's just meatloaf. Just
Even the perpetual and unbending forces which rule our solar system can use a break from time to time. And I'm sure Mrs. N here is just exhausted from all that decision making. So why don't we all float freely for a few moments until that ceaseless flow of time brings us back to continue our journey. Intermission will begin after a word from our sponsors. Bars. of the last century, Mars has been a source of fascination for the human species. It has become a kind of alien canvas upon which we have painted our fears of the unknown, our postulations about our origins, and our hopes for the future. Both literally and metaphorically, it is our cosmic neighbor, just within reach, and increasingly tantalizing. And like all curious neighbors, we keep peering at it over the fence.
New to the neighborhood? We've been here quite a while. We didn't know anyone was moving in. We didn't hear any trucks. We must have rolled in quietly.
I was going to ask you the same question. I have lived here my entire life, and I never recall having a neighbor.
Yeah, when we moved here, we were sure there's no one else out here but us and warm sunshine. Strange we could go this long and not notice we're all living here.
Strange how you could have lived here your whole life and never be curious enough to look in our direction.
What kind of land you got up there?
Fairly dry and dusty, if you want to know the truth, but I don't mind. I've never been one for plants. And I find breaking the dust in the smooth plains to be relaxing. Every now and then I like to pile the dust into shapes and guess what the piles look like, but mostly I do the smoothing thing. What kind of land do you have down there?
It varies. Over there's flat some grass and trying to keep it green. Over there it's damp and gooey. Over there it's rocky and no matter how hard we try, we can't take our plants to take growth. Back there it's pretty much just all tangled trees. Can't really decide if I want to love it or right into the ground.
Sounds complicated. Trees, rocks, grass, and goo. I prefer simplicity and consistency myself, and I chose a perfect spot for that. You keep saying we. How many of you are down there?
Well, there's my family. And all the extended family just hangs around. And the distant relatives, they just want to see show whatever they want. To tell you the truth, it's kind of a zoo down here. But it's never boring.
Sounds loud.
Wild?
Yeah, sounds like quite a racket.
Guess it does tend to get a bit rowdy. Take that's not your experience.
Oh, not at all. Calm. Still. The occasional whistle from the wind and the silence after. Simple.
You keep using the word simple like it means better.
Just a preference. I prefer things to be simple. You seem to have a lot going on down there.
Simply point it out, huh? Why do you look down your nose at us when you say the word simple?
I cannot help that, can I? You're all the way down there. How would you prefer I look at you?
Well, how would you prefer I look at you like this?
Now you both stare at each other's nostrils.
Often one has no choice about one's neighbors. Look, it seems you may be spinning in the wrong direction here. We just met. We're neighbors. It would be a shame not to have a cordial relationship. We could both be living here for quite a while.
I guess it's a good idea. I'm sorry. I get irritable from time to time. My My wife says I have an inferiority complex.
It must be all that complexity.
Still trying to get the work of this gardening thing. I think I made some interesting choices with the ivy and the hedges. But I think I may be overdoing with the flower beds. Biannual, perennial, annual. I know I'm doing to mix and match these things.
Minimalism might be the answer you're looking for. It has served me well.
Mind if I maybe have a look?
Not at all. Careful on the landing. I haven't smoothed it out in a while.
Wow. This is, simple.
I told you. Sometimes I'm afraid it might get repetitive, but the surprises and simplicity are that much harder and more rewarding if you notice them.
Wait. Just a second.
What is it?
It's just, there's no noise. At all.
Just a trace of wind in the background. Calming, rhythmic, and wonderful.
It's terrifying. I've heard of silence being deafening, but I never quite imagined.
I find it gives clarity. You can really focus on your thoughts.
I can. It does. It's horrible.
It truly must be a circadian circus down there.
And this dust. It's so...
Red? I know. It has not always been this way, but it has truly developed into a strong shade. It has pretty much come to define my aesthetic.
Variety.
Simplicity reveals deeper variety.
Where do you get your water from?
Oh, it's all underground. It stays much calmer that way. It can be so unpredictable when left free to flow anywhere. Not that the light doesn't bounce charmingly off your pool.
Simplicity.
Simplicity.
I'm not sure that's for me. Although it has been a pleasure seeing all your, dust.
Would you like to take back a sample?
That's very kind. If anything, I can threaten the kids with it when they forget to water the grass. Do you mind if I, snapped a few photos? For the wife?
Not at all. Make sure your hand is steady. Wouldn't want to take back anything blurry.
Snapchat here. What's up? The dad. Yeah. This isn't my house. This is hers. And I'm on Mars. I swear. Okay. What's up? Oh, off I go.
souvenir and a lesson of simplicity.
What are neighbors for if not to provide an alternative?
I like that.
It's good to know you're not too far away. And remember,
Yes?
the dust is always redder on the other side.
See you, neighbor.
I'll be right here the next time you turn around.
I meant to ask. Are there any others up there?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No.
Please? Please, 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 please,
Fine. I have to admit, I am a bit curious, and I am a sucker for whining musicians. That is what's happening, I'm assuming, a song of some kind?
Yes, song. Thank you, my own song. Thank you. Oh yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the outer reaches of our solar system, I present to you the exiles, the ex-planet, Pluto.
Relatively speaking, I'm a long, long way from anywhere. Conceptually speaking, my name has fallen into disrepair. Personally speaking, I just want somebody to notice me. 'Cause it's only out here on the edge of space. to sharing in me. 'Cause it's lonely out here on the edge of space. I'm not a planet, I didn't plan it. Relearn the mnemonic without copy. I understand it. I'm not a planet. But what is there left for me to be? Who is there to understand me? 'Cause it's lonely out here on the edge of space. But does it have to be? I could be a part of my own system. What do I need but a sun, an orbit, and me? If I know anything about revolution, all I need is 2 masses and some gravity. I can be a planet if I demand it, even if it's only locally. And I command it, oh, I'm a planet, considered ectopic entropy. I'm a planet, I began it. If everything is relative, then I relate to me. Astronomers can cram me. I'm a planet. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. It's not so lonely out here on the edge of space. Thank you. Thank all of you. Thank you and
Round and round the sunlight goes, but where it stops, nobody knows. Well, except for you. You are the sun, after all. You only have one choice left, but let's keep it formal, for the sake of consistency. Venus! The conditions on Venus are almost the antithesis of those on Earth. It has a dense atmosphere comprised almost entirely of carbon dioxide, which produces extreme amounts of pressure. Clouds of sulfuric acid obscure the surface. Volcanoes erupt periodically across the landscape, and temperatures on the surface average over 800 degrees Fahrenheit, making it the hottest planet in our system. But an interesting fact about inhospitable environments is that the conditions that are comfortable for some are not the conditions comfortable for all.
Ding ding.
Probably organic, though, at least.
So that freak-out test, ridiculous, right? I'm pretty sure I failed.
Same.
You probably got an A.
What can I say? I am gifted.
So are you gonna fail the semester?
Nah, I'll just cry or something and she'll bump up my grade a few points.
Nice.
You always get away with... What is that?
It smells so sour. What the heck?
Holy crap!
Oh, no way! My eyes are burning. They're actually burning. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. It's in my clothes. How can the smell get in my clothes that quickly? The smell is following me. The smell is following me.
Eyes wide. I can't see. I can't see.
Okay, well, this spot looks perfect.
Not as perfect as I look.
Knock it.
Golly, it's hot.
Sure is hot today.
Weatherman says it's gonna get into the triple digits.
Great day for a swim.
What is that? Don't look.
Oh, wow.
How can you not look? That is absurd.
Do you think she's all right?
Only one way to find out. Hey, are you okay? I mean, I only asked because it's incredibly hot out today and what you're wearing.
Are you insane?
That's rude. What he means is, it's just strange to see someone on a day like today when so many layers?
Oh crap! I forgot my sunscreen.
Oh! Well, I guess we better go back to the car and get it.
Yes. Let us return to the car to retrieve the sunscreen. That is what we are doing. Definitely not just moving away from the weirdo.
Jeez, not as much tact as a rampaging rhinoceros.
Ding, ding, ding.
asleep my dog with my coffee this morning. 2 chapters and 1 night, and that's just for government. There's no way I'm finishing all of this. That's why God made energy drinks.
Some of us like to sleep.
Apparently, the school thinks we can sleep when we're dead. I mean, I'm just trying to get into college and get a high-paying job. If that was enough with all this extra pressure.
Look at her. I've seen her in that spot before. Every day after school.
Yeah, I hear she's in like all AP classes, even for electives. She sits there every day until 5 o'clock just doing homework. Is she smiling? Who can smile under all that pressure? Who? No, thank you. Come on, take me home so I can start all this stuff. You mean to watch Netflix for hours to decompress and then call me for the answers? Exactly.
You can't be an alien.
Why not?
Because you're a boring, simple human. And you're boring.
Am not.
Or so.
Am not. Mom, am I a boring human?
Certainly not. He's an alien? No, honey, he's a human. Just like me, and just like you, and just like Daddy. Good. But humans are far from boring. What do you mean? Humans are everywhere. Aliens are different.
And scary and cruel.
Actually, we have no idea what aliens are like. Or even if there are aliens out there. Are there? Probably. but we've never seen them.
Why?
Well, because they're far away, on planets that we've never been to.
Will we ever get there?
Maybe someday, but for now, humans are interesting enough.
How?
Well, because we're all so complex. So different from each other. No two humans are exactly alike.
What about twins? There are twins in my class at school and they said they're identical.
In some ways, yes, they are. But as they get older and live their own lives, they will become less so. They will make their own choices and become different kinds of grown-ups.
And their choices make them different?
Exactly. Humans make choices all the time. Sometimes good and sometimes bad. But always their own.
How?
Well, that's not an easy question to answer. We have all of these thoughts and ideas and feelings and memories and dreams inside of our heads, and we all have to weigh them and decide which path we want to follow, which story we want to tell about ourselves.
What's my story?
Well, I don't know. You're still at the very beginning of yours, but I can't wait to find out what it is, because it's yours. And yours too. We all get to tell a story. Sometimes your story may be about being different from everyone else. Sometimes you may learn from others who do things differently. One day, you may join a group because you feel insecure. Or decide to change how the world sees you from the outside. One day, you may completely change the way you look at the world and decide to tell a different kind of story. As you get older, you may look back at the past and be surprised at how quickly your story went by. Part of your story may be lonely, but you will discover that loneliness can be the start of something new. But whatever your story becomes, it will always be written by you, created out of your own energy.
Yeah.
Because it's your story, it's your life, and you get to choose. You get to take all of those thoughts and ideas and feelings and memories and dreams inside of your heads and decide how to put them together.
Wow.
It's true. Your story is made of your choices. The choices we make are ours. And you are the choices you make. This story is yours. And these stories are all of ours. This story is yours. You are your story. However it spins and however it turns, however you choose, it's yours.